And right now it's time for another one of my family's favorites. This is a quick, easy pizza dip recipe. I think that we're all looking for new, different dip recipes, and this one is always a hit, especially with the kiddos, and it just doesn't get much easier than this. So we start out with a pie plate, and I'm just going to spray my pie plate with cooking spray so that cleanup is a breeze. With this winter, we've actually been staying in and watching movies sometimes on the weekends. You know, light a fire in the fireplace and rent some great movies and make a fun dip like this. Have a pizza party. So we're using 1 block of cream cheese. You could certainly use the light cream cheese. And if you pull that out and let it sit on the counter for a minute or two or 15 minutes or so, it's actually going to be a lot easier to spread into this dish. So just kind of spread it around. This is certainly a make-ahead. So if you are going to a pizza party and you need to bring something, you could get this all ready and then just throw it into their oven. And I like to do that, actually. I like to bake things fresh a lot of times rather than bringing it after it's been baked at home. I just think if they've got room in their oven and you ask and if you say, hey, I'd be happy to bring something, but I've got this dip and it really would be better if it's fresh out of your oven. Would you mind if I use your oven? In most cases, it won't be a problem, and your dip is going to be just that much better, warm out of the oven rather than reheated, or it just will tend to cool off a little bit if you're, especially in this weather. So spread out. Maybe a spoon would be the better tool for the job here, the back of a spoon. Your cream cheese. And then you don't want to mix the layers together. You want to see the different layers. So got the cream cheese on the bottom, and now we're going to take some pizza sauce. I love buying pizza sauce in the squeeze bottles because then you can turn just about anything into pizzas in no time. So, you know, need a really quick dinner. I keep tortillas on hand and bagels and English muffins, and got some pizza sauce, some shredded mozz, which I normally have, some vegetables that you need using in that bottom drawer of your fridge. You got a squeeze bottle of pizza sauce, just put the top back on, put it back in your fridge, and it's going to keep for at least a month or so. That's something I always try and keep on hand, being that I've got a lot of pizza fans in my house. So down goes our pizza sauce. And now we're just going to load up the toppings. And again, Anne and my son Riley would just go for the shredded cheese and pepperoni. Sorry, Anne. We're going to load her up a little bit. But we are going to use the cutest ever, these little mini pepperoni. Any type of pepperoni would work, but I just think these are really fun. Just came out with these, I don't know, not long ago. Couldn't be more than a year ago. But they're really great in recipes like this, or I make pizza burgers with these. That's another fun thing to do, is just make ordinary hamburgers and season them up with some Italian seasoning, and then top them with mozzarella cheese and pizza toppings, and these little mini pepperoni really work well. We could do some green pepper, onions, mushrooms, whatever you like. This is a quick bake. Only takes about 15-20 minutes to bake, and I like to serve this. Crackers are great, or pita chips, but it's really fun to serve this warm out of the oven. This is really the best way to serve it. Isn't it beautiful? And I like to serve it with little breadsticks. So these breadsticks sometimes are hard to contain and they fall all over the place. So just pick yourself up a cup, and you can stand the breadsticks right up in here and people can just dip away. So there you go. Pizza dip.